Hello.
Merry Beanie, Bon Christmas. I don't know. How do they say Merry Christmas in Papiamentu? I should have looked that up.
I'm gonna look it up.
But I only
right
thought
now.
of it just right this second. I just thought of it just this second. So tis the season to be jolly and joyous. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my green drink. Well,
Bon Pasco.
Bon Pasco?
Pasco.
Where is it? Pasco? Bon Pasco. Bon Pasco. There you go. Beautiful.
There you go. That was actually really easy to find.
So we are going to have some fun tonight. JT is here. He went to refill his drink. We're going to pull him back up in a moment. But until then, let's just say hi to everybody, and then we'll get into our trivia. Because, we only got 10. Well, technically, we have 19 questions, but 10 of them are trivia questions. And the other 9 are just for you guys to tell us your thoughts, opinions, your deepest secrets, your darkest feelings. No, not your darkest feelings. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, all right. So let's just say hi to people, because I see somebody in here that just popped in that I wanted to comment on, because this is a Christmas episode. Let me just say this right now. But you know what? We are equal opportunity. We are inclusive, not exclusive. So don't fear not if you are not of the Christmas celebrating variety, or you are and you celebrate other things too. You are all welcome, as long as you are friendly. Then you are welcome
My
here.
elephants are turning around.
As is your culture and tradition. So, but let's see who we got here. I know.
How far back do we want to go?
All the way back.
All the way.
Yeah, this is the ghost
back to the beginning
of the Christmas episode past. Look at that first one here at like 1:20.
It was like 7 hours ago.
Ed Roddy, is he in here now? I think I saw Anita recently pop up, so Ed's probably here too.
They got their drinks made and ready for
the show. There you go. What are you guys drinking?
Yeah, and then we also had Stacy right about that same time.
Yeah, that just Stacy's probably like, how am I not the first person in here?
Oh, and then at 6, Ed said he was still waiting.
Hopefully you did other things between then, but yeah, and
then Todd popped in. He's not going to be here, but he said hi.
And apparently he's on some other podcast. Todd, what? No, that's cool. That's cool.
Anita popped in as well.
Hello, Anita. Oh, there's my mom. Hello, Mom.
Worm questions.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. Don't be afraid though. These trivia questions are not like Brainiac questions or anything like that. They're fun, funny. Yeah, they're nothing you had to study for. So
Stacy says we all need to move to Florida and just take over a neighborhood. Our neighborhood's really great.
It's a nice neighborhood.
Our neighbor's house is for sale, and there's a house down there for sale. So there's definitely 2 up for grabs that I know of.
There you go. They're only slightly overpriced.
And there's Sean.
Hello, Sean. G'day, Sean.
And Les.
Hey, Les.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
And Eric B is here.
Hey, Eric B. Go Dolphins.
Fins up. Just 2 more sleeps. 3 for us.
2 more sleeps. Yes.
There's JT.
Yeah, and he's back, so we're going to pull him up in just a second here.
Yeah, I think there's just a couple more here to say hi to. They've got strawberry daiquiris.
Oh, okay, that's appropriate for Plant City. We are the city of strawberries.
Yes. And there's Danny D.
Hey, Dave.
And we have Dave.
Hello, Dave. Merry Christmas, Dave.
I'm assuming Brandy will be popping in soon.
And either way, tell her Merry. If she's here, Merry Christmas, and if she's not, Dave, tell her Merry Christmas for us. How about that? All right.
Oh, Aussie.
Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. And I believe it's a Happy Hanukkah to you, sir, Professor Travel, or Merry Christmas, or both.
All right. I think we're caught up. You ready to bring him in?
Let's bring him in.
Is he ready? I don't really care.
Wow. She's like, I don't really care.
He's coming in anywhere.
He's in. Hello.
Hey guys.
I mean, it's kind of, this is that weird moment because we've already talked to JT for like a few minutes, but now we have to like, you're like, hey, how are you doing?
Welcome. Oh, there's Brandy. Says, you are right. I'm not far behind.
Not far behind. I don't know why I feel
Oh,
I've gone
and
Russian.
Gina says hello and Merry
Hey,
Christmas.
hello, Gina. Merry Christmas. All right, so this is what we got tonight. We, like I said, we made a fun little zany trivia game with some added fun questions for you guys. So the way it's going to work is these questions are multiple choice, but to try and cut down on the confusion, when you answer, you can just answer with the letter of the question answer you think is correct. If you want to type it out, that's fine too. But it's A, B, C, D on the first question. Second question is E, F, G, H, and so on till we get to the alphabet almost, and then we start back over. That way, if you're answering a question and you're 3 questions behind, we don't think you answered A to the third question, which may be completely wrong. Does that make sense?
Makes sense to me.
Okay. All right.
Not that me matters.
So for JT here, what we're going to do is we're going to we can discuss these questions. We're going to let the people chime in, and then we'll see what you think the best answer is, and then we'll see how we do.
All right.
Sounds good.
I'm ready.
All right.
Are you ready?
Let's kick the tires and
All
light
right.
the fires.
We're gonna do this.
Light
here.
the tires and kick the fires. I don't know. One of those things.
This. No. Okay.
You got to do that.
I know.
Oh.
It was doing weird things over there.
Weird things. Okay.
I know.
Bear with. There we go. It's a fantastic Christmas. It's a fantastic Christmas. By the way, all the artwork you see in the thumbnail and here in this PowerPoint is AI generated. So as a
Yeah.
actually creates art, I kind of hate
Well,
it.
not all of it.
What?
Not all of it.
No?
You've got a Royal Caribbean ship with a whale tail on it.
Yes, thank you, AI.
Yeah.
There is one piece of artwork that's just Googled.
Is there?
And it's like 50 yards from the shore.
Yeah. So AI doesn't have all its physics figured out, but
Right.
Well, I did like the shark in the sleigh though. I thought AI did unfortunately a very good job with that. Hey, there's Najuma. Hey, Najuma.
Hi, Najuma.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Welcome.
Stacy, JT wants to know, JT, what's in the tub behind you?
Oh.
Yeah, so I replied, but that's
I'm
a fish guy, and I wanted to have a koi pond in my office, so it's a koi pond.
It's pretty cool.
All right, are we ready to jump in?
Weird, but hey, it's okay.
Let's jump in. Head first, feet first.
Oh, Kevin says hi. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin. Oh, I said hi to you. I already said hi to you, Kevin. You only get one.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
All right.
Kevin. All right. Am I reading this or
you are.
All right. Which of these is not a real animal? Here are your choices. Is it the snowflake moray, the Christmas tree worm, the snowball octopus, or the candy cane shrimp? One of these things.
You should read these as A, B, C, and D.
Sorry. A, the snowflake moray. B, the Christmas tree worm. C, the snowball octopus. And D, the candy cane shrimp. For those of you who are only listening, now you know the letters that go with them. And then we'll see what you guys say here. We already got a C for snowball octopus. We've got an A for snowflake moray. We've got a C. We got an A. We got one D for the candy cane shrimp from James R.
Hi,
James
James.
R. We got a C. We got B. Oh, we got a lot. We got all the letters here.
We got all the letters. We got another
It's
C.
all over the place.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, JT. What are your thoughts on this question?
That's actually a tough one, but I'm gonna say C. Snowball octopus.
Snowball octopus. Now you are, like you said, you are an aquarium guy.
Yeah, that means I screwed up.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that at least one of these to my knowledge, is a popular aquarium animal.
Yes, I think that would be A, I believe.
Yes, that is correct. So A is a real thing, the snowflake moray. Yeah, should we do the big reveal?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. And the correct answer is snowball octopus. You were
You are
correct.
Shouting.
Wow.
Sorry,
We are in the same room.
sorry, but not with everybody else.
Yeah, but they can hear you.
So the snowball octopus is not real to my knowledge. I mean, somebody might discover one and name it that and foil my plans, but you can see here the critter underneath the word snowball octopus is the candy cane shrimp.
Mhm.
And then to the right on the upper part is the snowflake moray eel. And then down below is the Christmas tree worm, which is a polychaete worm. There's one of those worm questions. We had a little discussion of
And
worms.
those are kind of cool. When I used to do reef tanks, they
Yeah.
would pop up every once in a while on a piece of live rock that I would get.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of those are really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to touch them.
And then
They go.
Yep,
Yeah.
they disappear
Yeah.
real quick. Shrinkage
Yeah,
is a real
so-
thing. Just saying.
I mean, not that I go around touching things I shouldn't.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we'll leave that one right where it's at. All right, now here's how it works. After a trivia question, we have a question for you guys to answer that is not a trivia question. It is an opinion question or an experiential question. So let's go on to that
Okay,
next.
Scott wants to know
Oh.
if they get a ship on a stick for getting it right.
You already got a ship on a stick from us, Scott, so I don't know what more you want, buddy.
All right. What is your go-to Christmas movie?
Oh, and if you,
Should we change that to also holiday movie?
it could be a
Would that
holiday
be-
movie. So here's my thing. Like I said, we're inclusive, not exclusive. So if you want to say your favorite, whatever other holiday you celebrate, that's cool too. But what is yours? What is your go-to Christmas movie?
Me?
Yeah.
You're Without a Santa Claus.
A Year Without a Santa Claus. Oh, okay. All right.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah.
Every year I tell you that we have to watch that movie.
Have we ever watched it?
No, because you never want to watch it with me.
Wow. Throwing daggers.
Yeah. Maybe this year we'll get to watch it.
JT, what is your go-to Christmas movie? Or
That's
do you
not
like
fair.
Christmas movies?
I'm not a real big movie guy, and to be honest, because I can't sit still for that long.
It could be a holiday short.
A what?
You know, like the little cartoons and the little claymation things.
Oh,
Those are short attention span thing.
you know what? And it's more of a memory than anything. When I was little, my grandmother made me watch It's a Wonderful Life every
Oh.
single year, and I hated it because it's an older movie, etc. But the memories now with it, my grandmother's no longer with us, so it's got some good memories. So I would say that, and I do probably watch that at least once a year.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Christmas movies are kind of like that. I mean, in some
Yeah.
cases, they can
Yeah.
be like that, where they're more about what they're like a smell. They're what they remind you of. They bring you back to that experience, even if the movie is, not something you enjoy. It might still trigger that. Yeah, mine is Muppet Christmas Carol, of course,
Yeah.
because
Of course.
I love the Christmas Carol story, and I love Muppets. So I mean, can't go wrong with the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Off the holidays, you and I do share that Muppet thing a little bit because when I was a kid, I think it was Sunday night, the Muppets would come on TV.
Yeah.
And that was the only night of the week I could stay up to watch the Muppets.
I'm a big Muppet guy. I'm a big Muppet fan.
Okay.
Anything Henson, Jim Henson.
Who's your favorite Muppet?
So my default answer is going to be Kermit. I am a Kermit fan, but man, I like a lot of them. I really like Pepe the Prawn quite a bit for like a newer-ish. Well, he was newer at one time. Now he's kind of older Muppet.
They're all kind of old, but yeah.
They're all kind of old, but he was like a second generation Muppet. Yeah, I mean Kermit's probably my Muppet, really.
Mine was Animal,
Animal's good.
and then Beaker. I loved Beaker. Uh-huh. Yep. And here's the weird thing, because when I was young, like uber young, first grade ish, I couldn't read. I was diagnosed with dyslexia, right? I'm like, he talks like I think, So I loved him. That's dumb, I know, but it worked for me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What are the people saying out there, Kim?
Let's see. Some of the people are saying Christmas Story.
Well, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay. Christmas Story. That's one that's just like it plays over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But I do like it. It does. That definitely does give me the Christmas feeling.
We watched that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
You'll shoot your eye out.
Yeah. Christmas
Yeah.
Vacation.
Yeah. Christmas Vacation. That's a classic. A lot of people's favorite. Christmas Vacation. Good flick. Chevy Chase.
Stacy's fired.
Uh-oh.
He didn't watch the Muppets, and he's like, you're in my age.
What?
He's
Yeah,
fired.
What? Well, he has to watch them all now.
Yeah.
Elf.
Elf. How do you feel about Elf?
I like Elf.
Because Elf is what's his face?
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's one of those guys that people are like, yay or nay. I like Elf.
You
I
love
like
him or you don't.
Yeah. Kind of like
Now this last
Adam
weekend,
Sandler, kind of like that.
Jen and I went to Dunkin' Donuts, and they've got their Elf donut thing going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't do Elf. It's way too much. It's over the top for me personally. But hey, okay, it is what it is, right? And there's a donut, and it's what was his name? Buddy or Eddie or I don't remember.
Buddy.
There's a Buddy donut, and it has like 15 different flavors on it.
Oh wow!
And hey, I love me some fat, sweet goodiness, right? But that donut was way too much even for me. But I enjoyed it because it was too much. But I was like, wow, there's so many flavors, and I tried to differentiate what each flavor was. But it is. It's funny.
That's good.
Will Ferrell was in another Christmas movie. I think it came out last year with Ryan Reynolds, Spirited.
Oh yeah, Spirited. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
fun.
Really
good.
Yeah, that was fun. Les says Die Hard. No, just kidding. Actually, a Christmas story. Look, if people think Die Hard's a Christmas movie, I got no qualms with that. Teach their own, man. I don't.
I think that was one of the most popular Christmas movies of all time, actually.
Yeah. A lot of people are Die Hard fans. But he says a Christmas story. He says actually a Christmas story. Yeah.
Let's see. Kevin says Love Actually, and Scott says Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas. I never know where to put that. I would say I guess I'd put that more as Christmas than Halloween, but I don't know when I'd prefer to watch it.
Yeah, watch it on both.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the problem with that movie. I have seen it too many times.
Yeah.
But I do still appreciate that movie quite a bit.
Anita says Christmas Story.
So Christmas Story is winning right now. Not that this is a competition, but it's winning.
Let's see. Stacy likes Elf or the original Rudolph.
Okay, like the claymation. Like, he's got sounds like you with a cold.
That's so wrong, Matt.
White Christmas.
That's a classic, Mom.
When I was young at home, I don't know why, but Rudolph was just like, for me, the ultimate, opportunity to stay up and watch the special, because they don't do that as much as they used to. I don't think.
Now kids can just stream it or whatever. It's not the same where you got to be in front of the TV at that time. It takes I think it takes a little bit of the magic out of it for kids today. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
The internet has changed this world.
Yeah.
But my oldest is 30 years old. My youngest is 25. And when they were little, we would sit down and watch those shows. But I know they don't do that with their kids because it's it's different
Mhm.
and everything's so readily available now compared to what it was when we were younger.
Yeah. Yeah. What else we got? I see some stuff.
Oh, just people talking about Muppet stuff.
Oh, okay.
Home Alone or Santa Claus.
Okay. Yeah. Home Alone. That's a popular one. Danny says saw Spirited. Santa Clauses with Tim Allen. I do like those movies a lot.
Yeah, those were good.
Yeah. Tim Allen's usually a pretty funny guy. JT could make the perfect Kermit imitation. I reckon that's what Sean says.
I see that. I think you're the Kermit master.
I don't know. I don't know. You know what? You gotta.
You know what?
Sort of
Give me
voice.
a couple beverages. I might try to pull that off. I don't know.
You know, I go Scottish when I drink too much. Maybe you go Kermit. Oh, I've had one too many bourbons. That was like Scottish Kermit. I don't know.
Oh, that's
All right. Are we ready for our next trivia question?
Mm-hmm.
I am.
All right,
Are you?
let's go. Let's get that next one going. Let's see. Do I need to?
No.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Which of these is not a name of one of Kimbra and Matt's pets?
That's a tough one.
Yeah, all right. Let's see. Calypso is E. Okay. Cholula is F. Mimic is G. And Hedwig is H. Oh, that worked out well. Hedwig is H. One of those is not a pet that we have, or we haven't named any of our pets one of those names, but which one?
I think I know that, but I'll let everybody else go.
Which one? Which is it?
Ooh.
You know, when we were testing this out, we were just making sure the PowerPoint worked, and I misread one of them that is one of our animals. That would have really thrown people off, I think. All right, we got some answers coming in. Sean says Hedwig. Scott says Mimic. Danny says Hedwig. Dave and Brandy say a Mimic. My mom says Calypso. Stacy says Cholula.
Nope.
What I'm gathering here is we don't talk about our animals enough.
I guess you only do that when we're over playing games.
You think you know this one, JT? Les says
Yes.
Calypso.
Yes, I think I'm gonna agree with Mom and Les. I believe it's Calypso.
Well, let's get the reveal here.
All right.
Calypso is correct. You're 2 for 2, JT. Yeah, I mean Calypso. That's the sea nereid that Cousteau named his ship after. I'm kind of surprised I've never named an animal Calypso, but I haven't.
Yeah.
And yes, always default to my mom if it's an animal related question that pertains to us, because she is very well versed in those critters. But
Stacy said they just all sound like names you would use.
they do. Well,
Yeah.
that's that's kind of the point here. We didn't want to make it like too easy. But Mimic is the frog that's on the left, which is basically a mouth, like a mimic monster in Dungeons and Dragons. And then our newest animal is Hedwig, which is a little Western hognose snake baby right there that Kimbra's got the cursor on. I think you guys can see that cursor, but otherwise top right. And then below the little tricolored red, black, and white hognose snake from South America is Cholula, named after hot sauce. So I've got that's the girl. I've got a little boy named Chamoy, so I'm naming him after Mexican sauce.
Okay, so I have a question I have a comment first and a question. So
Okay.
my comment is I have an advantage compared to everybody but your mother because you're much closer with your mother. But I get to your house once in a blue moon and you show us these amazing animals. So I, like, in the back of my mind, hey, I've never heard of a calypso, so I have that advantage.
That's
Okay.
true.
So my question to you is that snake on the bottom right, that's a hognose?
It is. It's a South American tricolored hognose species. So it's not super closely related to the Western hognose above it, but they both have similar facial features that give them the common name hognose. And they're
But
both
the color, that's what confused me.
yeah. They're beautiful. I love them.
But isn't there another snake that looks, actually there's a couple snakes that look similar color combination, right? Different.
Oh yeah. Well, there's coral snakes, and
Mhm.
then there's also milk snakes, and some of the milk snakes are called like scarlet king snakes.
King snakes, right?
And milk snakes are really a type of king snake, and there
Okay.
are other species, and the whole point of being that those bright colors is to try and trick predators into thinking that you are the highly venomous coral snake when
Right.
really you're an extremely technically mildly venomous hognose snake, although
And I've seen both in the wild in Southern California.
Yeah.
So but what's the saying, right? What's the saying?
oh, the saying is it can lead you astray. Red and black, venom lack, or friend of
Right.
Jack.
Right.
But when you cross south of the Mexican border, the snakes don't play by those rules anymore. So there are coral snakes that are
Well,
red and
most
black.
of us don't live in Mexico, so
Yeah, but you live in Florida and you never know where the animals are from here. So,
no, that's true. That's true.
but yeah, that does work if you get the thing right, and the snake doesn't have a weird genetic difference in its color pattern, and you're north of the Mexican border, and it's not an exotic species, then you're good.
Yeah. So I was sending you guys pictures when Jen and I for her birthday went to Animal Kingdom, right? And
Mhm.
they had you already know I'm not a fan of snakes, right? For the most part. That's because I was bitten by a rattlesnake when I was little, but like that snake right there in your picture really amazing. Like I really like that. But we saw a rosy boa, right?
Yeah.
And I told you before, we used to catch rosy boas when I was younger in San Diego. And I was like, oh, wow. I was totally amazed by that rosy boa. And I saw that, and I'm like, I saw that the dragon, the kimono, the young kimono. I'm like, oh, they're gonna love this. So I took the picture and sent it to you guys, and I sent you guys some other stuff. And then I was like, okay, they're gonna get tired of me sending pictures, so I'm gonna stop because we're gonna be going there here pretty in the very near future. So yeah, they have that little area that's off the beaten path a little bit, and you got to take a train over there to get to that center. And they were actually going to perform a surgery on an animal, like in front of everybody, because the
Right,
animal,
like a little vet thing.
oh no, not little, it was
Well,
ginormous, but
yeah.
like I'm like, okay, Matt and Kimber are gonna love this place. So I see us doing a lot of hanging out there and watching stuff like that. So I was
That's
like, wow,
cool.
that's amazing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
We got a question from Stacy.
Coral snakes are deadly, aren't they? So it depends on how you define deadly. If you're measuring their venom drop for drop, yes, they're related to cobras and mambas and taipans. But the reality is, coral snakes, you'd be hard pressed to find human fatalities or even bites from coral snakes because they're extremely non-aggressive snakes with fairly small fangs, and they're just not likely to bite. You got to really annoy them to get bitten by them, and then they don't have to chew on you to get their venom in you, but they're probably not going to put a lot in you. So yes, they have the ability to be very deadly, but they really are never, for the most part. So people ask me, what's the most deadly snake? And I say, if it's deadly enough to kill you, it doesn't matter. So it's more about how aggressive they are, how much venom they have, how likely they are to bite you, than actually like drop for drop venom toxicity. Okay.
and I'm not the uber scientist that you are about snakes, but I will say this: I have probably literally picked up 5 coral snakes in my life by my own stupidity, and I've never been bit.
Yeah.
They have really got to be threatened by you. That's just not in their demeanor.
Yeah. It's like sea snakes are the same way. And sea snakes,
Yeah.
some of them have the highest toxicity of any snake species, but
Yeah.
they're not the ones that kill most people because they just don't bite. So,
Well, most people don't see those either, but
well, that's
but
true.
I was like, oh, look at this snake. Excuse me. I look at this king snake. It's beautiful. And they're like, no, bro. That
Yeah,
was
don't-
a coral snake.
Don't do that though. We're not telling you to do that. But
No,
yeah.
no, I didn't know. I didn't know. They would
Right.
we would be hiking up in the mountains.
Yeah.
Well, the mountains in San Diego, 1,500 feet. Wow, big mountain. And we would come across it, right? And I like it was beautiful, and I would pick it up and not really, knowing and dummy, but they never bit me. So yeah, I think you were like you said, even if you picked it up, if you're careful and slow and cautious, but I wouldn't recommend that. Don't be dumb like me.
not a worthy risk, but probably
No,
you would
right.
be okay.
Right.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Next.
What's the next? The next one is the green one. Do you prefer a real or a fake Christmas tree? Real or a fake? I don't know what your opinion is of this. Do you prefer a real or fake?
I remember only ever having a fake Christmas tree.
Oh, really? You never had a real Christmas
Well,
tree?
my mom will tell you that I did, but I do not remember ever having a
JT, real or fake Christmas tree?
Do you want my answer or Jen's answer?
I want your answer. You can tell us Jen's answer too.
Okay, so I'm a real tree kind of guy. That's just how I grew up. Not only am I a real tree kind of guy, we always get the planted trees so that when Christmas was over, we could go plant them on our property.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Jen likes real trees, but she's a fan of, fake trees because she has 2 fake trees because she's uber Christmassy. So the more trees for her, the better. And if we can get 2 fake ones and make them last 4, 5, 6 years, she's all about that.
Especially as expensive as Christmas trees have gotten.
It's crazy. LED lighting on those. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have strong opinions about it. I do appreciate the real Christmas tree for sure, the smells and the experience stuff, but I'm probably just as happy with an artificial.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't have a real strong.
I like popping it out of the box and sticking it together and
There's
plugging it in.
Yeah, there's definitely a convenience there, but you do lose something for that convenience. You pay a price for that convenience.
Like I said, apparently when I was real young, I had a real one, but I don't remember that.
Yeah.
So I don't have any real tree experience that I remember. So fake is going to be my answer because I don't know any different.
Okay.
So
right,
when I was at Walmart a week, 10 days ago or so, and their cheapest Christmas tree was $129. And I get it. Everything, because I'm a truck driver in the daytime, fuel costs are astronomical, right? And I just couldn't imagine watering those trees either, right? So I get it. But so if I go to Walmart or anywhere that sells fake trees the day after Christmas and they're 75% off, why wouldn't I get 1 or 2?
I mean, that's a smart play right there. This most people aren't thinking that far ahead. They're like, I'm not going to buy.
Trust me, I'm not that
That's
smart.
right.
My wife is, right?
Well, that's the reality for many of us, I would say.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got here? What are we saying? Let's see.
We got real.
Oh, Danny says real. Scott says real. Les says real. When I was young, fake. Now, real when he was young, fake now. Anita says real. They smell so good. Ed says neither, humbug. I kind of on your page there, Ed, because I don't like putting all the ornaments away.
That's why we got the tree we got.
I know.
Well, so now we're having a problem with our two trees, and I don't know if everybody looks over my left shoulder. I'm gonna get him, Vossi, my cat. Hold on.
JT's got a cat in his tree. While he's doing that, Brandy says, real for the smell only, but the fake is so easy to take down year after year. Stacy says, grew up with fake, but then I got a real one. Going to Christmas tree farm and picking out a tree is cool. That is, I agree with that, Stacy. That experience is kind of cool.
You guys can't even see him. There he is. This cat just terrorizes our Christmas tree.
I mean, that's a cat thing. Because I asked you about that, and you were like, "No, he didn't really bother the tree."
Last year he didn't.
That's because he was too young. He didn't figure it out. This year he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm a cat. I know what I'm supposed to do. My role is to break an ornament."
But he's gonna take off. He's not happy. But he's 18 and a half pounds. He's ginormous now. He's like, dude, I'm about to claw you up, buddy. But yeah, Jen, I could be sitting in my office. Jen's in her office, and she's like, "Damn you, cat!" It's funny.
My mom says fake now, but real for years. Yeah, I remember growing up. Well, we had fake trees sometimes, and we had real trees. So it varied year to year. I remember putting the fake tree together because you had to put the branches in. That was actually more work than the real tree, probably. Yeah. I remember the different colors.
That's how our tree was growing
now
up.
You just fold them up and put them in a closet or something like that.
Yeah, they go you put them in a bag, you're good, or the box. Yeah, it's so much different.
The lights are all wired in and stuff, and it's not the series circuit anymore where one goes out and they're all out. All right, next trivia question.
All right.
Which of these is Matt's favorite dessert? Not desert, but dessert. Okay, what do we got? Fried ice cream, that's I. Oreo cookies, that's J. Chocolate melting cake, that's K. And churros is L. This could be a tricky one. It's not something that we really talk about too often on the podcast, I don't think, or the live stream. So which one is my favorite dessert?
See, I don't. Can we add something different? Because in our last cruise together, Stacy changed your and my thoughts on a dessert.
Probably didn't make my favorite, but maybe broke into a higher spot on my list. What are you thinking of?
None of the above, but if I had it, oh wow, this is a tough one because
I'm going to interrupt real quick. Sorry, Sean says, "Does a menorah count as a Christmas tree?"
It does on this.
Sure.
It does on this slide, buddy.
Heck yes.
We're inclusive. Everything. It's all good.
It has lights.
So wow, I'm going to say fried ice cream because I think I've heard you talk about it.
Gruyere the ice cream. Stacy says fried ice cream, and we have eaten at a Mexican restaurant with Stacy and Gina, so
we have. Yep.
They may have some insider information on that. Let's see. Eric says churros. Whoa. We do have a lizard named Churro.
We do.
That's why I was confused.
Yeah, we do have a lizard named Churro. Sean says Vegemite, but this is dessert, Sean. As much as I love Vegemite, I would not put it in the dessert category.
Brandy says churros.
Churros.
Les says Oreo cookies.
Yeah, Oreo cookies.
Your mom says churros.
Oh, my mom says churros.
Banana split.
Banana split. I do like a banana split. Is that what you were talking about, JT?
Yes, because I'm obsessed with banana splits now, even though I haven't had one since the cruise, but I'm obsessed.
I mean, I do like banana splits a lot, but that is not my favorite, but it's high up on my list.
Anita says Oreo cookies.
Oreo cookies.
And Danny says churros.
Churros. Okay. What is the correct answer?
The correct answer is fried ice cream.
Fried ice cream. JT and Stacy, I think, are the only people that got that correct. Even my mom got that one.
I got it.
Where is that? Where is that?
That is at a place called Carmelita's over in St. Pete.
We have to go there.
I love. Here's the thing: I'm not a huge fan of chocolate melting cake, but I do love churros and I do love Oreos. But I will knock a shelf of Oreos down and climb through a bag of churros to get to some fried ice cream. I am a big fan of fried ice cream. And
We have got to go there. I don't care just for that.
I think
this is the place that has the pizza, right?
Yeah, they got a Mexican pizza that you can like two people could easily share.
Delicious.
And it's it's quite good. It's not pizza-y other than it's a kind of a pie cut into, but it's real good.
Okay, hold on. We have got, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. And we have to go there within the next 9 days.
In the next 9
What?
days.
What happens in the next 9 days?
I am done with, I don't know how to say it. I'm done with this fatness. 9 days.
We got to get back on our diet too.
I knew you would get that. Yes, we have to go.
Yeah,
I don't think we can go in the next 9 days.
But here's the thing.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that the Mexican place that's here in Plant City has fried ice cream like that too.
What Mexican place?
The place that's over by
Mikasa.
Mikasa, yeah.
They have one like this, but they don't have the pizza.
Oh, they don't have the pizza, but they have that.
Mikasa
Oh,
is
they have
enormous
that burrito.
burrito.
That burrito that we got.
Yeah.
That was delicious.
Yep.
If they got fried ice cream, we got to go there. Don't give me this. We can't go in 9 days. Don't give me that.
I don't know when though, because
Well, her family's going to be at Disney. So next weekend we got that going on.
Enough said. Family first. I understand.
yeah, because we can't go during the week because you go to bed.
Well, plus if we went to St. Pete, that's like a long way off.
Well, but if we go to Mikasa,
Well, Mikasa
that's
would be a
still,
little
but that's
more-
long for them.
Yeah, that's true. That's like an hour for you guys. So
Well, we'll talk privately.
we'll get it done.
Okay.
We'll get it done.
All right, sounds good.
We'll get it done.
I'm awake tonight, right?
That's true.
My peak season's done. Thank God.
Yeah.
Those Saturday mornings at 2:00 suck.
Les says never had fried ice cream. What's the difference?
So
either
basically, it's a ball of vanilla ice cream that's rolled up in corn flakes, typically, and then sometimes with raisins, sometimes not, and then it's got like honey dripped on it, and then that's all like whipped cream and stuff. So it's sort of a cinnamon crispy ice cream. It's not actually fried. It's just what they call it. I think some places say they fry it, but I don't think they really do. But
Okay, I'm confused now.
yeah, it's basically like they roll ice cream in cornflakes. I think it's
If
cornflakes.
it's called fried ice cream, they got to fry it. Because they will disappoint a fat guy like me. I'm just saying.
It's real cold. I don't know. It's whatever. If you like cinnamon and like a little crunch and ice cream, it's like, yeah, it's real good.
Oh, there's my dog. There's my wife. She's running by.
Good night, Jen.
That's funny.
Stacy likes fried ice cream. Eric says fried Twinkies. Eric, I've never had a fried Twinkie, but man, anything you say, I will try.
If it's fried, it's kind of good.
I mean, I like Twinkies, so
Yeah.
we got the Strawberry Festival coming up. I bet they have fried Twinkies there.
Fried Oreos, fried cookie dough.
I've had fried Oreos, and they were good, but I'd
Yeah.
rather just have an Oreo.
Yeah.
But fried Twinkies might be a little bit
Yeah.
more up my alley.
All right, are we ready for the next question?
We're ready. Let's do it.
Kimber's like, let's move on.
Well, we've got 19 questions and we've been on here for 45 minutes.
That's all right.
That's why we've got a lot.
All right.
We've got a lot to get
All right.
through.
What's your favorite snow-based activity? Snow-based activity. What's your favorite snow-based activity?
I don't think I should answer first.
No? You want me to answer first?
Yeah.
I'm sleigh riding, man. I love sleigh riding. What about you, JT? Favorite snow-based activity?
Okay. I'm from Southern California, and I live in Florida now. How
So you
much?
never had snow?
I've had snow a little bit. I would say, and it has to do with my kids when I was young, and so like I as an I was in the military and we moved around a lot, and then I got out and I worked as a government contractor. We still moved around a lot. What we would do with the snow with me and my girls is we would get a big piece of cardboard and find the biggest hill we could find, and the three of us would just go down that hill as fast as possible, over and over and over. So is that toboggan? Is that I don't know.
It's covered, yeah. Sleigh. I love, yeah. I mean, that was what we did if we were out of school. We would
Right.
hit the hills. We had all these games we played. I loved it. Snow. I love sleigh riding. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, and Stacy says he's had it fried ice cream fried. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's always
I think
fried.
I've had it fried too.
Maybe it's always fried, and I just assumed it wasn't. That may be an assumption that I'm making. And you know what they say, make an ass out of you and me.
That's
So
right.
I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Shoveling the driveway is not his favorite. Well, of course, Brandy says snowmobiling, and that makes sense because Dave, like, that's literally like his job is working on snowmobiles. So that's pretty cool.
I've done that once or twice. You know,
I've never done it. I've never done snowmobile.
Oh wow! It's
because
like,
I've never had the opportunity.
Just have you ever rode an ATV?
Very limited, but yes.
Just think of an ATV with skis.
You know what that sounds like?
Terrifying.
That sounds like Matt in traction. That's what that sounds like. Because I used to get real hurt sleigh riding. I did some stupid stuff sleigh riding, and I usually ended up hurting myself pretty badly. But put a motor behind that, and that just sounds like a terrible idea for me. But I would probably really enjoy it until
Yes, you would. Yes, you would. Oh man!
Leslie was watching it on TV.
There you go. Is that yours?
Pretty close. I'm gonna say sitting inside and watching it from afar.
That was great until you have to drive it and go to work.
I hated it. I hung out with my neighbors a lot, and whenever it snowed, they'd be like, "We're gonna go sledding. You want to go?" And I was always like, "Yeah." And I hated every second of it. I didn't like it. Like, I was excited to do it, and then once I was doing it, I was miserable. I hate snow. I hated snow when I was a kid. I hate snow now.
Wow.
Well, you lived in it, right? You lived in it for a big part of your life.
Yeah.
But imagine somebody like myself who lived in, 75 degrees year round.
That'd be great.
Yeah, and the snow's pretty cool for a day or two.
No.
Like I
Makes
said,
your socks wet.
I loved playing in the snow when I was a kid. I loved it.
Hated it.
Didn't like shoveling it though. Not a fan of that. No.
That I agree with. I'm not about shoveling anything.
No. And it used to boggle my mind. Why do I have to go shovel this? It's going to melt. Just give it some time. Why do I have to do all this manual labor? Just give it a week. It'll be gone on its own.
A week?
Depends on how cold it was. Sometimes it was like a couple of days in St. Louis, but sometimes it was a couple of weeks.
Well,
and
that's if you live far enough south. Yeah.
Stacy has a trophy from snowmobiling. Top
whoa,
speed runs on a Polaris XCR 440. First place. Nice.
That's
Dave and Brandy says, we just need the snow. I'll just say better than driving. Cool.
That says ATV, not driving.
What?
It's better than ATV.
Oh, ATV. Okay.
That does not say driving.
Okay. I would probably agree with that. I don't know.
I
says grew up in Maine.
gave it a general comparison. Come
on. Sean says snow is freaking cold. Too freaking cold. You can keep it.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Yeah.
But it's fun for a short period of time.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, let's go on to
All
the
right.
next trivia question. Oh,
Oh.
who is Kimbra's favorite Disney princess?
Oh crap!
Oh, is it M, Ariel? Is it N, Belle? Is it O, Rapunzel? Or is it P, Merida? It is one of those, I will say,
It is.
because I wrote this trivia question and I know one of those is your favorite princess.
See, I don't even know who one of those is.
Which one don't you know?
P.
So P is Merida from Brave. So she's like an Irish girl that something archery bears.
Oh, then it's got to be P.
Let's see.
I've seen her shoot archery. I've seen her throw an axe. She was almost as good as me that one day. So it's got to be P.
Well, Brandy says O, Rapunzel.
Yeah, I'm just guessing.
Let's see what else we get.
I am going to mention that we talked about this last week.
We did.
We did.
Yeah.
I was asleep.
I know.
Still haven't watched the whole episode. I'm trying. Give me a break.
Hey, Daniel's here says
Oh.
O. My mom says Merida. P. Les says Rapunzel. Sean says, Kimber, do you mean Ilana? Not one of those your favorite princesses.
She did not jump out of a cake for my birthday.
That's right. She let us down.
So-
She was supposed to jump out of a cake.
Stacy says Ariel.
Anita says Rapunzel. There's a lot of Rapunzels here. A lot of people saying Rapunzel, which is interesting because if I didn't know what the answer was, that definitely wouldn't be my first guess. And maybe if I do know what the answer is, it wouldn't be my first guess. But
Okay, Matt, why didn't you send me a cheat sheet? Yeah.
I thought we were friends, JT.
I've been doing pretty good. This one makes me question myself.
Jeff
I would still go with
Jeff
P.
as Rapunzel. Well, there's a lot of. Is Rapunzel like a really popular princess or something? Because there's a lot of Rapunzels. Why? Those of you saying Rapunzel, why do you think Rapunzel? I'm just curious.
Didn't she have the long hair?
Yeah. Yeah, the Beastie Boys sang about her.
I thought so. Okay, Matt, since you brought up music, do you know who Sublime is?
I do know who Sublime is, yes.
We talk about that in another story, another day.
Matt, you mentioned Rapunzel last week. Oh, so this is people are thinking that maybe we gave something away last week. Well, let's find out what the answer is. Go ahead.
I mean, I literally just said we talked about this last week.
Right. We'll do the reveal so we can, if we haven't already revealed. It is Rapunzel.
Of course. There's a little lizard right there.
So, the reasons I like Rapunzel, I like her personality. I feel like I relate to her. She's kind of like a
little crazy,
little crazy,
little off kilter,
a little off, little dingy.
Mm-hmm.
She has a pet chameleon.
That's valid.
And Flynn Rider.
And
the smolder.
Oh, so it's the prince that she's after. Is that what it is? Is that what's going on here? But I mean,
and she wears purple.
So, I mean, other people that we know that are, I would say, are similar to you in personality, are also Rapunzel fans. In some ways, similar to you in personality.
What?
Like I'm thinking Lacey's the one that's really popping into my head because she's.
You think I'm like?
Well,
you think I'm like Lacey?
In the good parts of that.
Okay.
Kind of a little nerdy, yeah. I mean, she's kind of the little out. She's like the outcast princess, I think, a little bit. The kind of weirdo, kind of fun person, and that's kind of who you are. I mean, that's kind of why I love you. So, I mean, that kind of makes sense to me.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of like the Elsa and Anna thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really want to like Elsa, but I feel like I relate to Anna because she's just kind of like weird.
Hmm.
And I get that from Rapunzel.
Apparently, you also did give it away last week.
We
so-
literally said it last week.
Again, I was asleep with keyboard marks on my forehead. Again, Jen had to come into my office and say, "Hey, go to bed already."
That's all right, because you're doing good. You're doing good, though.
Well, I had 8 hours and 20 minutes. So my machine monitors every minute of sleep. So I had 8 hours and 20 minutes of sleep last night. So I'm here for the long haul.
There you
And people are like, "You're weird, dude."
go. All right, go
All
on to the green question
one.
here.
I'm gonna have to watch Rapunzel though, just because of this topic.
I'll watch it with you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Are you a present snooper, or do you like to be surprised? Talking about Christmas presents here, by the way. Yeah. Are you a present snooper?
No.
Like to be surprised?
Mhm.
Yeah, me too. I do not
Oh.
want
I
to.
feel guilty.
I don't feel guilty. I just want
Well, it kind
the
of
joy is in the
it
surprise for
ruins
me.
it for me if I know what it is.
Yeah. Now I do have a good ability to guess, and sometimes I can figure it out without even trying. But
I'm really bad at waiting to give gifts.
You know what?
yeah,
You know what? I'm gonna argue that, HT, and here's the reason why. And I'm not even looking because I gotta bounce back and forth between what we got going on here in the green room and what everybody else is saying. So when it came wedding time, I was uber concerned about what you would think about what I was gonna say the night before. And I
I don't
reached
really
out,
care.
but that's you told me don't embarrass me.
I was joking.
But I still took it to heart, right?
Yeah.
Because it was you guys entrusted me with a few words. So I said, "Do you want to know what I said?" I shared it with Stacy before I talked to you.
I didn't want to know. That would have ruined it for me.
Right.
she was
So I
kidding when she
know
said.
now, I knew then, specifically to this question, what kind of person you are.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
But
I mean,
also, Stacy knew before you did. Just saying. Because I needed to know to make sure that, okay, I'm writing this for their wedding. Is it like deep enough? Is it joking enough? Right? That I have a balance. But I knew when I said to you, "Do you want to know what I said?" And you said, "No, I trust you. I want to know then." So I know the answer.
yeah.
And now everybody else does too.
And it looks like most people are surprised. Less, not surprised. Less is a snooper.
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised about that.
And
Yeah.
Dave apparently was a snooper as a child.
Huh.
I think probably more people were snoopers as children than
I wasn't.
I
was.
I was
I
tempted to be,
seen
but I
the-
regretted it if I
The
did.
only snooping
And
that I
figure how to put
did,
it back on. Yeah, I was a snooper.
there was always a couple things, like bigger things that were not wrapped.
Hmm.
So, and I usually got up before everyone else. So I would I would stand far away. I wouldn't get close. I mean, it's in the same room. Or I would walk past really quick and look over. It's a big thing right in front. You can't miss it. But I would kind of oh, I wonder if that's for me. Well, it was definitely for me because it wasn't for anyone else. Nobody else got that big stuffed whatever. But other than that, I never touched anything wrapped.
Yeah.
And I didn't go looking in closets or anything before.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that there were several Christmases when I wanted something big really badly, and I kind of knew I was going to get it. But the things that were always the biggest treat for me on Christmas were the ones that I didn't know I was getting.
Mhm.
So even though I wanted this and I got it, but I was more excited when it came down to it to open this because I was like, wow, I didn't know that. This is
Mhm.
really cool. So that was kind of a life lesson for me, maybe. But what is Sean saying? JT, big mistake. She needs a bit of surprising. Matt told me to say that. But now, to be fair, Sean was in on a bit of a surprise that had to do with our wedding too, because he and Alana helped me with the proposal by coaxing Kimbra out onto the what do you call it? Not the balcony, but the deck, the outer deck, and then setting her up for the big, proposal thing, which all four of us cried, and there's video to prove it. So don't try and lie about that, Sean.
Okay, so you two would know if I would have been there. Yeah, I'd have cried.
Oh yeah,
But-
you would have been. Yeah,
Yeah. But
I don't know who cried the hardest. Actually, I would have put my money on her crying the least hardest, but I don't think that's what happened. But
I think it was between me and Alana.
yeah, I think so too. I surprisingly held it together better than I still cried, but I held it together better than I thought I was going to. But
I
yeah,
cried at your wedding, and Jen
Yeah.
slapped me on the arm, telling me to shut up. But
I did
with
good
that
at the
said,
wedding.
huh?
I did good at the wedding.
But
Here.
the wedding was
come
amazing
later.
and beautiful. I don't know of any other ways to explain it.
Yeah.
But to comment on what Down Under Cruisers has said, I will say this. I fear Kimbra more than I fear Matt,
so do I.
because you're smart. You're getting smarter. So she told me, don't embarrass me. So I wanted to make sure that I did not embarrass her in a discussion.
Let's put this in perspective. Kimbra says to JT, "Don't embarrass me." He's like, "Okay." Matt says to JT, "Don't embarrass me." He's like, "How can I embarrass him?"
Actually, honestly, with that said,
Touching the keyboard.
Oh, sorry.
I would do everything I possibly could to not embarrass either one of you, because that is your day, your
Well, no,
weekend.
We knew you would be respectful
Oh.
and have fun with it. We weren't worried about it at all.
Yeah. But again, I didn't fear you. I feared HT. And
Ed
that's
says-
if any man says otherwise, you're stupid. Fear the wife. Don't fear the dude. End of discussion.
Yep. Ed says Anita can't keep a secret, so she always tells me what I'm getting.
Sounds like me.
Casey says, "Put a snake in Les's gift." Keep her from being a stupid. There you go. That's true.
Yeah.
Kimbra is a pussy cat, according to Sean. Matt is the scaredy cat, in my opinion. Probably accurate. All right, let's go to the next trivia question here.
All right.
This one's going to be fun.
Oh,
Which
wow.
of these parasites is not real? Which one is fictitious? Is it Q, the eye-eating copepod that burrows into the cornea? Is it R, the seti eel that enters the ear and wriggles into the brain? Is it the kangaroo that swims into the urethra? Is it the tongue-replacing louse that destroys the tongue and replaces it with its own body? One of these is not real. And I'm sorry to tell you, the other three are very real. So,
Okay.
which one is the one that's not real?
Those are all horrible and painful.
There's pictures. Just wait.
But I honestly don't know the answer, but I will tell. T is 100% accurate, and that sucks. But swim. Oh, ow. S sounds very painful. I will say R.
R. That is what Brandy is saying. That is also what Stacy is saying. They're saying R. Anita says they all sound awful. I don't want any of them to be real.
Yeah,
Agreed,
just
Anita.
let's not go any further. Just answer it, and let's move on to the next one, because I'm like getting sick already.
All right.
So here's the thing. I'm
Less
guessing.
T.
T. Oh, the tongue replacing louse. I'm guessing that
That's true.
the two people in the chat that said R may have known this because they are Star Trek fans. Because the correct answer is R, and it's because it's from a Star
Okay.
Trek movie.
I'm
But
gonna go refill my drink while you talk about these photos.
all right, so on the left we have the copepod that is in a Greenland shark's eyeball, and
I knew that was
that-
true too.
that's
honestly.
a real thing.
Ouch.
Most Greenland sharks have copepods that have eaten their eyes, but they live in murky water, so that's okay. The top right is the kangaroo catfish in South America, which swims into gill slits in fish, but is allegedly will swim into the urethra of humans, and has little spiky barbs that keep you from removing them without surgery, as it slowly digests you from the inside. And then the bottom right is the tongue replacing louse, which is a isopod parasite that basically severs the tongue, causes it to fall off, and then just becomes the tongue for you. And that's
Now-
a little clownfish there.
I have seen that, but I have never seen that in a clownfish before.
Yeah, clownfish are one of the main species they will infect, but there are other species they'll go after as well.
Okay, we're gonna move on.
All right. Well, there is a
Yeah.
picture of the
You and I are geeking out a little bit, Matt. So Kimber wants to move on.
They just gross me out.
We'll
It
click
is
it one
kinda
more
gross.
time. And one more. There you go. There
Yeah,
is
sounds like a
Ra-
Star Trek thing.
Wrath of Khan. There's Chekhov, and Khan's putting the little SETI eel. I didn't know it was called a SETI eel till today, and it goes in and mind control. Yes.
All right, next.
All right. Speaking of things that are edible, eggnog or hot chocolate, and there's a second part to this.
Well, okay, that's fine. You want to ask the second part?
This is a double question. So eggnog or hot chocolate, and spiked or not spiked. So it's a kind of a two-part thing. Hot chocolate or eggnog, spiked or not spiked.
I'm just going to watch the answers right now before I answer.
What is your answer, Kimbra?
My answer is hot chocolate,
Spiked or not spiked?
not spiked.
Not spiked. I'm going eggnog spiked with some Buffalo Trace bourbon.
Woo! Sorry. Because that's what I've been drinking all evening.
We got Brandy says hot chocolate. She may have, both. She says both. Anita says hot chocolate, not spiked. So she's with you.
Anita's
Kimber.
like my
Yeah, you guys are pretty close. Stacy says not spiked, but he didn't say which one, unless I missed it. Oh, hot chocolate, not
But
spiked.
Stacy's going to say not spiked everything.
And let's see. Brandy says hot chocolate with whipped vodka. It might.
There's a whipped flavored vodka.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, whoa. Thank you. I will try that one.
My mom says hot chocolate with the hardest liquor she can find.
Bullshit. Sorry. Oh, sorry.
No,
Your
she
mom
says hot
doesn't
chocolate,
seem like that person at all.
not spiked. She does like stout beers, and she likes bourbon, but she doesn't drink.
What?
beer. Hardly-
What? Okay.
hardly-
Whoa.
She
We have to
hardly
do a
ever
podcast
drinks.
with your mom separately, private. Sorry.
She drinks very, very little, but I have gotten her to drink some stouts and some bourbons, and she's enjoyed them. But
Awesome.
but not as much as you and I drink those things. Well, you don't drink stouts, but the bourbon part.
I'm all for the bourbon. Yeah, you know that.
Wes says hot chocolate, not spiked. I thought there'd be more spikes here, but
And most of I don't think anybody said eggnog.
no, that's true.
You're the only eggnog.
What, JT? What are you? Are you eggnog or hot chocolate?
I've never had a spiked eggnog that I know of. And I'm not a hot, I don't drink stuff that's hot.
Mhm.
It just is weird to me. Unless I'm out in the cold, I'll take a thermos of hot chocolate. But normally I'm just spiked, period. That's my honest answer.
You like eggnog?
Oh, I like eggnog. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then,
But I don't know if I've ever had it spiked.
Oh well, what are you doing?
What do you spike eggnog with?
bourbon or rum, typically.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder if I
know.
can figure out how to do that in my robot bartender.
I mean, it's just
Another
a
big
little
deal.
bit. It's just as much bourbon as you want mixed with the eggnog. It's a simple recipe.
I'm going to try that this weekend because I'm on a long weekend.
Yeah, you can buy it like pre-mixed, but it's never as good as just mixing your own good stuff with it. But yeah,
I'm going to try it.
and Stacy has never even tried bourbon. How did we cruise with Stacy for a whole week and he never tried bourbon?
Okay, Stacy, you're fired for a second time. We cruised together for a week. Actually, I take that back. 8 nights.
Yeah, that's right. More than a week.
How did we not have a bourbon with Stacy?
I feel like that was a fail on our part, JT.
Especially when I had the drink package and Jen had the drink package and we were giving drinks away.
Yeah, I think that was a fail on our part.
I'm sorry, Stacy, I let you
down. Let's see. Brandy says, but the classic hot chocolate is very good. Also, she also says Southern Comfort and eggnog. That's the way you see it, like bottled up, pre-bottled.
Mm-hmm.
If you like Southern Comfort, that's probably real good. But
I'm not a Southern Comfort fan.
I'm not either. That's why I just spike my own.
But I can see that those flavor profiles together.
If you like Southern Comfort, that's a winning combination for sure. Yeah. Stacy says I like eggnog and I like rum. I'd like to try them together. Yeah, if you like both those things, you probably like them together. I don't like it overly spiked though. I want to taste the eggnog, but with a little bit of hint of that bourbony or rum flavor. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see. Stacy says I only had one drink the whole time. Kiss on the lips. Okay, well there you go. That explains that.
And I think that was from one of our drink packages.
Probably. All right, next trivia question. Which of these countries' flags does not include the Union Jack image on it? So what are our choices? Barbados, Bermuda, Cayman Islands, or Grand Turk? One of them doesn't have the old British Union Jack on there, and the other three do. But which one? Anita says my favorite drink.
Kiss on the lips.
Oh, kiss on the lips. Okay. Which one doesn't have that Union Jack?
Okay.
Now, this is one people could Google,
Mm-hmm.
I think. Because I tried most of these questions, you would have a hard time Googling. A couple of them you can probably do it. But one of these is not got the British Union Jack on there.
I've got to step away for a minute. I got a bunch of commotion out in the chicken coop.
Uh-oh.
And I'll be back.
All right. Stacy says Cayman Islands. Sean says Barbados. Everybody else is mum.
They're Googling it.
Mum's the word they're Googling all these flags. Did you know this? If you had seen this question,
I guessed
correctly
between two of them, and one of them was correct.
I would have probably guessed this correctly because I know the other three have a heavy association with Great Britain, but I didn't know this. It would have been a guess based on what I know. I am familiar with a couple of these flags, so it really would have been easier for me, I guess, because there's like.
Can I see your hat?
France. Okay, I don't know.
That's one of them.
Yeah, that is one of them. I only have one of them on here.
Yep. Let's see.
Anita says,
more W's.
My mom says W. Anita says W.
Cayman.
Les says Barbados. I like that Les is just typing out the answers for all these. You know what?
That's fine.
That's a sign of respect, I think. You know, like he's like, no, I can type. You know, the kids today, because that's what we have on here. is
Brandy's
Kids
changing
today.
her answer.
Oh no, it's not W. I think it's U. You.
All right.
All right, let's do the reveal on this one. It is you. You are correct. It is Barbados. The others are all or have recently been affiliated with the British Empire. And so let's see.
This one here.
That's Cayman Islands.
Yep. And this is Bermuda.
That is Bermuda.
And this one is Grand Turk.
And that is Grand Turk with the shuttlecock. How cool is that? They got a shuttlecock and a conch.
And a lobster.
And a lobster. But I'm just like, is badminton like a really popular thing? But like, okay, let me just say that Barbados's flag is like pretty cool. Like, what are you, like Neptune with the trident there? That's a freaking awesome flag. Although I am a fan of the Union Jack for whatever reason. I just like the look of it, but that's a pretty cool flag. I like the colors.
Les is just talking to his phone. Doing voice to text.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you didn't have to tell us that, Les. We were impressed. I like typing things out. All right.
All good, JT?
There was a coyote back there. We've been here for
crap.
like 13 months and have never seen a coyote.
Oh.
And so when it's dark, the chickens are on perch. But my rooster, who you guys have seen is ginormous, was not on the perch, and he was freaking out. But he was doing his job, and I heard him. So yeah, we're good. No, nothing was hurt.
Good.
And
so the answer Barbados.
We've never been to Barbados.
We have not either. I've been to Bermuda either, but yeah.
I haven't been there either, but we're going to Barbados in April of next year.
I'd like to get to Barbados. Yeah.
Well, you could have joined us with our group, but you're planning on Australia. Just saying.
Trying to get that, which also has a Union Jack in their flag.
So, right. There's the British colony.
All these.
Yeah.
Yeah. The British Empire was. The sun never set on the British Empire at one point. I think that's the saying, right?
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the next one. Would you prefer a Christmas cruise to Alaska or Hawaii? Brandy's been to all those but Barbados. I'd like to get to Barbados and Bermuda, actually.
Yeah.
We follow a dive YouTube channel that's based out of Bermuda.
Blue Horizon.
Yeah,
right?
we've had some interactions with them, and it looks like they got some killer diving in Bermuda. Oh boy, what do you think? I already know your answer. We talked about this.
They don't know my answer.
They don't know your answer. Alaska or Hawaii?
I will choose Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Just as Hawaii.
Way too cold.
And that's true. I didn't even think about that when I wrote that question.
That was one of the reasons I picked that.
No. And Brandy says, maybe Brandy's thinking about it. She says, if it was possible, Alaska. Stacy says, Hawaii, I'd want to get away from the winter. All these people that live up north, I forget about the winter being a thing that really happens. Anita says Alaska, though. Because, I mean, it's where the Santa lives, right? Is it somewhere up there? Les says Hawaii. Brandy loved Alaska. Alaska because my two of my grandbabies live there. Oh, that's right. They got relatives up there. JT, what would you say?
So I have an unfair advantage because I lived in Hawaii.
Right.
And I have a group cruise going to Hawaii in 25.
But not a Christmas group cruise.
Right. But I would probably say Alaska if it wasn't so dang cold. But I would probably still say Alaska because it would be like just so beautiful and majestic, and just to see all of the snow. I'm from Southern California and live in Florida, and quite possibly I have no idea what the range of a polar bear is, but to see a polar bear, maybe, kind of, sort of, possibly. I don't. that
Yeah,
would be amazing.
from a safe place, I would like to see a polar bear.
Yeah, heck yeah,
The zoo.
yeah.
Yeah, in the wild, I would like. There's something different about seeing an animal in
I
the
know
wild.
that.
Uh,
I'm just
Yeah, because like when I was a kid, we went to, as they used to say, the world famous San Diego Zoo,
mhm,
and we had polar bears there.
mhm.
And you could throw like a basketball, which wasn't really a basketball, into the polar bear, and he would like bounce all it, and throw it, and it's not the same. Yeah.
No, but no, I say Hawaii, but just because I'm always gonna go for the tropical, but I do see I do see the draw, and yeah, I didn't
not during Christmas.
I didn't think that question through very well with the weather, but I mean, because I thought, oh, it'd be Christmassy up there, but
Well, I will say this because I lived in Hawaii for multiple Christmases, and the Hawaiian term for Merry Christmas is, and I'm going to chew this up because it's been a long time, Meli Kaliki Makala. It the Hawaiian culture treats Christmas and every other holiday like that different than we would. It's really special to them. Like for us, Fourth of July is the fireworks holiday. Nope. New Year's for them is the fireworks holiday.
Hmm.
But everything is so much more amplified there. So Christmas in Hawaii is absolutely amazing.
that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, imagine being in like the southern hemisphere and Christmas is always in the summertime for them. So that's kind of how it'd be in Hawaii because it's always summertime, essentially, or spring-ish summertime. But that's cool. That would be cool. It would be kind of, there's some value in celebrating from a different cultural perspective too, in that kind of seeing that different sort of enthusiasm and stuff would be kind of fun. Okay, let's move on to our next trivia question.
Okay.
Next trivia question. Which of these animals has Matt never been bitten by?
Oh, whoa, okay.
Is it A, crocodile? We're back to A because we ran out of letters. Is it B, a frog? Is it C, a moray eel? Or is it D, a river otter? One of these animals I have never been bitten by. The other three I have. But which one have I not been bitten by?
This is a tough one because you're a croco, whatever. A frog. I've been bitten by a frog.
Have you?
Dude, yes. A moray eel, that could be scary as hell. And I don't know what a river otter is going to do to you. So I don't know the answer to this one, and it sucks.
Well, let's see. Brandy says a river otter. My mom says a river otter. Which reminds me of Emmett Otter's Christmas, which is one of my favorite Christmas shows.
Well, I knew you weren't going to say that.
Yeah, not my favorite, but it is a Henson production.
Yeah.
And Emmett Otter's Christmas, what is it? The
Jug
band Christmas, something like that.
There's another word there.
There is, yeah. It's like a.
I remember that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's the other word?
It might be Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
Jug band.
This list is so diverse.
Yes, intentionally and unintentionally from the bite perspective. But let's see. Les says a crocodile. Jeff says E. Kimbra. No, she's bitten me.
Okay. Wait. Time out. I'm with him. I'm gonna say E. Kimbra.
No, she's bitten me before.
Damn. It would have to be a crocodile. I know you've done gators. I know Crocs are like your favorite. You know what? I give up. I don't know.
Anita says a river otter.
We have so many otters in Florida, so I don't know.
All right, you want to let everybody know what it is? It's the moray eel.
How have you been bitten by a croc?
I used to have a Morlet's crocodile that I had as a pet in Missouri that I was bitten by. So my only scars are from a caiman, but yeah, I've been bitten by crocodiles, alligators, caimans. I've been bitten by otters because I'm an idiot. It's in St. Louis.
You said it. I didn't.
No, it was stupid. It was completely stupid on my part. But and the frog bit me because I was feeding it and it bit me, which was odd for me. But it was painful. One of the more painful bites I've had. But moray eels, I have snowflake moray eel that I had at a science center I worked at because I was curious. I tried to get it to bite me just because I wanted to know what it felt like, and it would not bite me.
No, they have very good temperaments. I had a snowflake for a long time.
I was trying to entice it with food, thinking maybe it would give me a food bite, but never did. So,
no,
and I don't want to be bitten by a big green moray like that with their double jaws and stuff. But yeah. My mom remembers I had a baby Morlet's crocodile. It was a little crocodile, but that thing had. And I don't think I ever got bit by Captain Crunch. We had an American crocodile at the aquarium that was a little bit bigger, but I never got bitten by that one. I had to be careful with that one. Too much paperwork if you get bitten at the aquarium.
So, too much insurance.
I got to fill out paperwork, and it's not worth it. So I'm more careful there. All right, ready? Yeah. I think we only got two more.
Let's move on over, dude.
Yeah. What is your favorite Christmas flavor?
Ooh.
Now, Kimber was like, what is a Christmas flavor? And I Googled that, and I came up with things like peppermint, white chocolate, gingerbread. Something said pumpkin spice. I consider that more of a fall flavor, but you do you. There was other ones. Eggnog was considered a Christmas flavor.
Cloves, cranberry,
cranberries,
cinnamon, ginger,
cinnamon,
hot chocolate taffy.
Hot chocolate, I guess, could sort of be a flavor, Christmas flavor. I don't know. Brandy's saying peppermint. I'm just gonna say gingerbread is my jam. I'm about the gingerbread. I like ginger.
I have never had gingerbread until the last few weeks because Jen brought home some gingerbread cookies.
You never had gingerbread?
Nope.
Oh. It's got a little bit of spice to it. That's why I like it.
Yes, it's a little forward. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But like candy canes, is that peppermint?
Yeah, that's peppermint. Yep.
I am all about the candy cane at Christmas, so peppermint.
I like all those Christmas flavors. Yeah. I like. Who said it? Where did it go? Ham.
Yeah, that's a good
Jeff,
answer. I like that answer.
I won't argue with you, Jeff. Ham is a good flavor. A little pineapple in there, some cloves.
I think peppermint would have to be my answer.
You're a peppermint girl?
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I always
Good
get
choice.
excited for like peppermint mocha.
Yeah.
Although I prefer white mocha with my peppermint.
Oh, white peppermint mocha.
Yes.
What would that be like? Oh yeah, you like that? Les says chocolate. Stacy's peppermint. My mom is ginger. Didn't fall far from that tree.
Jimmy John's has that chocolate peppermint cookie now, and that is delicious.
Yeah, you're all
what cookie? What?
Jimmy John's has a cookie. It's holiday, so it's almost gone. But it's a chocolate cookie with like peppermint chips in it.
Mm-hmm.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Highly recommend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good stuff. So it's interesting because we got mostly peppermint. We got chocolate, we got ham, and we got my mom saying ginger, but not a lot of variation alliteration from the peppermint. You two
Yeah.
said peppermint.
Yeah.
So peppermint. It's a good.
But
I'm
that's
testing that because
that's
Chick-fil-A
from when I was a kid, right?
Yeah.
You know, we did, except for those little round ones. For the most part, we didn't have peppermint till the candy canes on the tree,
Mm.
and then I would steal them when everyone was asleep. And then, like Christmas Day, there was like 2 candy canes. No, it wasn't me, and I was the only kid, so I couldn't blame on anybody else.
Well, for our Christmas party thing at work, Kimber did hot chocolate, and they were like candy canes to stir it. So then it melts and then becomes like peppermint hot chocolate. That was pretty good.
I bet it was, yeah.
All right.
Ready?
Last trivia question and last question, I think.
No, there's
there-
at least.
Oh, there more?
Yeah.
Oh, there is more. Okay. Not
But
the
you
last,
said
almost the
19.
last question. Which of these? This is kind of this is the Kimber version of which animal has Matt not been bitten by. Which of these animals has Kimber never petted? Is it the Aldabra tortoise?
I have no
Is
idea
it
what it is.
a giant, think big giant, like second only to the Galapagos tortoise, huge tortoise, three-toed sloth, the walrus, or the white rhino? She has petted 3 of these animals, but one of them she has not. Which one is it? Which one?
I'm looking to see what Mom says.
Oh, she doesn't. She won't know.
She won't know. She'll know one of them because she's petted. Well, no, she hasn't petted any of these with you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
Okay.
Almost.
It was the other one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. Yeah. Brandy says E, the Aldabra tortoise. Stacy says the white rhino. My mom says the walrus. So we've got 3 different answers right now.
I mean, really, other than me telling you today,
I didn't know.
I'm the only one that knows the answer to this.
So I knew the answer.
Well, because you chose it.
Right. But then there's another one on this list that I didn't know you had ever petted. I have not petted 2 of these animals on this list either. The same 2 you have not. No, well, one you petted, one I have not. So you've petted more of these animals than I have. Let's see. Anita and Ed both say walrus. My mom says I petted the tortoise. You did, Mom. It was a Galapagos tortoise at St. Augustine Alligator Farm. Les says the walrus. I think it was a Galapagos. Weren't those a Galapagos, Ed?
I think they have both.
But we interacted, I think, with the Galops.
Maybe.
I don't remember now.
See, this is a tough one because I personally think the obvious answer, Vasi, you just bit me. My cat just bit my ankle. The obvious
so you can make that your question. Which of these animals has JT been bitten by?
Yeah, so like Kimbra, normally I would say you haven't petted or touched a I can't think of what he is, but anyways, a walrus is the obvious answer. But I actually think it's a 3-toed sloth.
Oh, nobody said that yet. Les says a walrus. Yeah. You looking for pictures of St. Augustine Alligator Farm?
Nope.
No. What are you looking for?
No, she's going to prove me wrong. It was a 3-toed sloth.
I don't know. I might not be able to find.
Oh. You want to do the reveal?
Yeah.
Okay. So it turns out it's a 3-toed sloth. We have a 2-toed sloth at the aquarium, so she's petted that a few times, but never a 3-toed. I have not either. That's the one that's more common, like on the excursions and stuff. Is a 3-toed?
I have.
Yeah. See. Yeah. There you go.
It was one of the best excursions I've ever had.
Everybody and down there you can actually hold them and stuff. You can't do that with ours, which unfortunately
it was when we took the bus to the location, and it was a house, and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be horrible. But those folks knew so much about the sloths and they treated them better than children. Like, oh no, it's nap time. They got only a few minutes out here, and they took. I went into their house, and they had like half their house devoted to these sloths,
That's awesome.
and it was amazing. And we went right after the pandemic, and it just totally made Jen's like it just made her trip. It made her life, and then it was amazing. And then we went to those monkeys, and those little boogers put their hands in my pockets and tried to steal everything I had. And we took a picture with our hand together with a monkey on our hand. It was amazing. It was amazing.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. We're
Yeah,
going back to 2025. Just saying.
I'd like to interact with three-toed. I like three-toed sloths better than two-toed sloths. No offense to our sloth at work, but I just think they're cooler looking, and they're really interesting animals. The rhino was cool. I petted a rhino. You petted a rhino, but the walrus I was intrigued by because those are big animals, and I've never had an opportunity to pet a walrus. But you've got a picture.
I do. So Stacy says, give us details on the walrus and the rhino. So before I moved to Florida, I worked at the Indianapolis Zoo. And I
cool.
had lots of opportunities. Here is a picture of the walrus. So it is behind its cage. It wasn't like out in the open, but this is a tube in its mouth because I put a fish in the tube and it sucked it in like a straw. And then I was also able to get kisses from it. So I like put my hand up and it like kissed my hand and stuff. As far as the rhino goes, actually, I probably have a picture of the rhino as well. I do have pictures of me with the elephant too, which was not a choice on here, but it is a thing I've done. Yeah, so the rhino I did a behind the scenes. Here's me and one of my favorite elephants.
Oh, that's cool.
Um,
Sorry, my cat was trying to go fishing. Sorry.
I don't know if I can find the rhino picture.
Cat's like, I touched a fish.
He was trying to eat a fish. No, here's one thing that I find very like amazing. Everybody that's in your channel and that the small group that follows our podcast is we're all in it for the most part for like one reason, right? For the love of the sea, for the love of travel, for the love of cruising, but yet we all still love animals, and those experiences like Kimber's showing us now, it's amazing. It's like just so special to all of us.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, and I think that's like what. I mean, a lot of people like animals, but I think that's like our kind of our niche is the creatures and stuff, because that's like, I mean, that's the main reason that I cruise is this. Like, I love all that stuff you said for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing that drives me is to see different creatures.
Whether it be under the water or on top of the water.
Or on top of the water, yeah, or in the air or wherever. I don't care.
Right.
If it's a creature, I'm interested in it. So
I can't find my rhino picture, but I did a behind the scenes at the Indianapolis Zoo, and we did the rhinos and I got to pet one.
pretty cool.
Well, so like, okay, Kimbra, what's my favorite bird?
Caracara.
But who would think that, right? I'm not a bird guy, but for some reason, the killer parrot just is cool to me. And then
It's a cool bird. Oh,
really-
JC, I got a painting from our Caracara at work.
Oh boy.
They put a paintbrush. They gave it a paintbrush and it painted. Yeah, and they were doing like testing or whatever to try and teach it how to do it, and they gave me the test painting
They're such,
because they know that Tupelo is my favorite.
So when that Cara dies, it'll be worth a lot of money.
Yes, exactly.
Don't say that, Matt. I will be heartbroken. I've never met that bird. But the three couples, right? You guys, us, and me and Jen, and Stacy and Gina were in the Southern Caribbean, and we're driving on our road having a great time. And I'm like, my bird. But I had no idea. It's just that bird is like my bird. It's my jam.
Yeah.
That
it's
was
a cool
really
bird.
cool.
It's a cool bird.
It's kind of weird how an animal that I don't know, just so different, so odd. A sloth. That's Jen's jam. She loved that sloth, and she didn't want to let go, and it was somebody else's turn. So yeah, animals are so special.
Right.
Okay, I'll quit
Yep.
preaching.
That's all right. All right, what's the next one? Name a Christmas song that either makes you cringe or that you love, but don't tell us which. We'll guess.
Feliz Navidad.
Okay. It either makes him cringe or he loves it. The question is which one?
It makes him cringe.
You think it's a cringe song?
Yeah.
I think he loves it. It's a cringe song. What's yours, Kimbra?
I don't know what to say.
What?
I don't know. Well,
you had it all prepared.
Well, I did, but then as you were making this, I thought of a couple other ones.
Oh, well.
Which I also said, but I don't know which one to name now.
Okay. Well, mine's going to be obvious whether it's a cringe or a love because it's One More Sleep Till Christmas, which is from the Muppet Christmas Carol. So obviously that's an easy one.
Although Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Cringe?
I love that song.
Or favorite? What is that for her? Like, does she love it or hate it? And I also love that song, by the way, JT. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that song.
It just brings back so many memories.
My mom says I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
Only a hippopotamus will do.
Based on the fact that it's my mom, I don't see my mom having a cringe Christmas song. So I'm going to say that is a song my mom loves. Oh, no, it's cringe. I was wrong. She has a cringe. My mom's showing a new side. Oh, my gosh.
Dude.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right, zoom through it.
You need to... Shoot, you messed it up.
I ruined everything. I ruined Christmas.
You need to stop leaning on the thing.
So what do you think?
Whoa, hey, hi everybody.
Is Grandma got run over by a reindeer a cringe or a favorite for her?
It's a favorite. Everybody loves that song.
Everyone except for Kimbra.
Hey, I'm usually pretty in tune with HT. Just that one song, I can't help it. I love that song.
I mean, yeah, that's a classic.
I mean, Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Coming home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa. But as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
Yeah, I don't like it.
She's been drinking too much eggnog.
That's the story of my life.
So here's the thing. This is what I told Matt. If it was sung by someone different and sounded different, I'd be fine with it. I don't have a problem with the words. It's the hearing of it that I don't like.
You don't have a problem with Grandma getting run over by a reindeer. But to me, that's part of the experience.
I'm sure it is.
Like that song needs to be sung with that twang. Like that makes, like if it was like, Grandma got run over by a reindeer. It just wouldn't work.
I'd like to hear that.
Grandmother got run over by a reindeer. Walking home from our house Christmas Eve.
See, I don't even know who the hell sang that song. And I don't care.
I don't either.
All right.
You lose this one, Kimbra.
Oh
sorry.
no, my mom loves the hippopotamus song. Grandma is a cringe. Oh, I thought, Mom, I thought you liked that grandma song too. Stacy says Jingle Bells.
Oh, that's got to be a cringe.
That's Jingle Bells, Jingle Bell. Yeah, I'm going cringe, Stacy.
Robin laid an egg.
Yeah, there's that one too. Is it cringe, Stacy? Let's see. Who else we got here? We got Les is saying, "Oh, Grandma got run over by a reindeer is cringe for Les too." So Les is on your side on this one. So
Stacy said cringe on Jingle Bells.
Cringe on Jingle Bells.
Anita said, "Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree."
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. I'm saying cringe for you.
I was gonna
Anita.
say love.
I think it's a cringe song for you. One of us is right, one of us is wrong.
So that "Oh Christmas Tree" song, I'm gonna offend people. Sorry now, not sorry. That's one of the most stupid songs I've ever heard in my entire life.
Now you may be right on the same page as Anita with this, or you.
It's a cringe.
She's cringe. You got it. Yeah. That's hilarious.
All right.
All right.
Are we ready?
Is this the last trivia question?
I don't know. You ran through them all.
I'm sorry.
I don't think it is. I think there's two more.
Are there two more? Really? Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there are two more. Everyone knows that Matt loves Vegemite. That's me. What love it or hate it food does he dislike? So there's things that people are like they love it or they hate it. Which one of these do I actually not like? Here's your choices. Is it black licorice? Is it blue cheese? Is it Peeps? Or is it Spam? One of those things I do not like. The other three I am a big fan of, especially two of them I'm a huge fan of. And the other one I'm a moderate fan of. But one of them I don't like. But which one?
So wow. So one.
You definitely know one of them I like because we've been talking.
One of those I don't like. We talked about it. So yeah, black licorice.
Andy says Peeps. Stacy says Peeps. Anita says Peeps. My mom says Spam.
Mom, I think it's L Spam. But we're gonna have to show you how Spam is cooked in Hawaii. But I think it's Spam.
You think it's Spam?
Mm-hmm. Are you ready to reveal?
Let's reveal it. It's Peeps. No, I love me some Spam. Take some Spam. You put a ring of pineapple on there. You melt some Velveeta on top. Peeps.
What the hell? What?
Not a fan of the Peeps.
Is it a St. Louis Spam?
Huh?
Is that like St. Louis style Spam?
I mean, that's how I was taught to make it. Spam.
Okay, we're gonna have to show you a Spam musubi.
But I like Spam in general, so I'm probably good with whatever you got.
I'll be honest, Peeps was my second thought because it's so sugar.
Yeah, I'm not. I love blue cheese. I love black licorice. Peeps, I could do without. Yeah, not a fan.
When I was a kid, I love Peeps. Now, it hurts my teeth.
Yeah,
what teeth I have left, it hurts.
Yeah, it's sugar. It's too much. It's too much. Too much.
No mas, no mas.
No mas, no mas. Yeah, Mom usually knows best, Stacy, but not this time. Because I didn't start eating Spam till after I moved out of the house. I learned about Spam when I was living on my own in my poor days. It was ramen noodles and Spam time for Matt. And I learned to love that stuff. So I'm
a Spam fan because of teriyaki Spam, but I did not like Spam till I moved to Hawaii.
Okay.
Les says Spam is a staple in Hawaii.
There you go. Because during World War II and after Pearl Harbor, the U.S. government airlifted Spam to Hawaii, Spam and rice.
Okay.
So it's a staple there. But I love a Spam musubi. Oh gosh.
And then you gotta love the Monty Python skits. I don't like Spam. Spam, 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 spam. Spam.
that had nothing to do with it.
Spam.
But Les knows. Les knows.
All right. You ready?
My mom says they're better stale. I'm assuming she means peeps. Because spam is, I don't think spam can get stale. All right, Stacy says spam was created in Minnesota. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Because it's so cold. What else are they going to do?
All right, moving on to the last green question. Which list are you on this year? Naughty or nice?
Kimber
Mm.
smiled and looked at you, Matt. What was that about?
She told me she was on the nice list, and I said, that's unfortunate.
I don't think that's how that went.
It's not?
I didn't tell you what list I was on. I asked you what list I was on.
Oh, I said nice list,
Yeah.
but that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Somebody sleep on the couch. I don't think it's Kimbra.
Mm,
I mean, it is my bed.
it's true, technically.
No, there's no. We're one. I was
Our
there.
bed. It's our bed.
It's right. It is our bed.
See that? Our
I
bed.
was there.
It's fine.
You were
But it
introduced
started
as
as my
one.
bed.
Stacy says always nice. Depends who's asking, Brandy says. We're asking, Brandy. We're asking. Anita says nice. My mom says always nice. And let me just tell you, that is true for my mom. She will always be on the nice list. Ed says Anita is on the very naughty list.
I don't believe that.
Oh, I believe Ed's on the naughty list.
The left is probably naughty.
I totally believe that, Les.
What are you on, Matt?
I'm on the nice list. Am I?
You married me.
Oh,
That was
there you
nice.
go. That was nice. And a bit naughty, eh?
Right?
Whoa, we got way too personal in like 2.2 seconds. That's okay. You're still newlyweds. I forgive you.
Anita says he wishes. That's what I told Kimbra. I'm like, yeah, I wish. Naughty, naughty, naughty.
That's a different list. Sorry.
It's a different naughty.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, JT? Which list are you on?
Oh yeah.
I try to be on the nice, but I don't probably end up there. I try for about 6-7 months. Because I'm trying to make it. It's the last 6 or 7 months, so I'm trying to make up for the first 6 months. So I'm neither nor. I don't know.
All right.
Ready for the last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we've been on here for a very long time.
Everyone knows Kimbra has sailed on Carnival, but which of these cruise lines has she not sailed on? Is it Holland America? Is it MSC? Is it Norwegian? Or is it Royal Caribbean? She's been on 3 of the 4, but one of them she has not sailed. Which one? JT knows the answer to this most likely. Definitely knows at least one of them, if not probably all 3.
I'm confident I know the answer to this one.
You're confident you know the answer to this one?
Yep.
I figured you probably would be.
Most people should. I mean, if they watch or listen to us,
Yeah, but it's hard to keep track of that. But
I guess that's
but
true.
JT's like tuned into that. So
Yeah.
we have a lot of conversations about
I've been on at least one of those with you.
correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I've been following you two since like day one when Kimbra was in the background going like, hey. So I'm
let's see.
confident I know the answer. I'm
Stacey
curious to what Mom says.
Oh, Stacy says Norwegian. Brandy says Norwegian. Stacy says that was easy. Yeah.
Your mom says Norwegian.
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 I think that was a typo.
That
Yeah,
was a typo.
that was a typo.
I'm sure that was a typo, but it kind of
It's kind of
appropriately
funny.
misplaced typo.
Yep. Yep. Norwegian.
Are they correct?
They are correct.
They are correct. She's been on
Les says Norwegian.
Holland America. She's been on Royal Caribbean. She's been on MSC, the only MSC we were on with you, JT. And
I've only been on Holland once also.
we've only been on, well, we've been on 2 Royals.
Yeah.
We've only been on Holland once. I've been on Holland.
You know,
Well,
I've
yeah.
not been on Holland,
Right.
but NCL has been like the service
Hmm.
is just top notch. Top notch.
I've been on NCL, but not really because it was an older ship. So I feel like I haven't truly experienced NCL in all its glory, but I would like to.
Yeah, we're taking a small group on the Viva in March, and I'm really actually today as of today we're 100 days out from embarkation day, and I'm really looking forward to NCL and the Viva and cruising out of San Juan. It's just gonna. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Absolutely. Cool. All right. Should we go ahead and wrap up? It is 10:11.
Yeah, it's way past bedtime.
So I just want to say Merry Christmas to you and Jen, JT,
Thank you, guys.
and Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate, to everyone who is watching now. If anybody watches this in the future, yeah, keep the peace, keep the love, and enjoy the time. So
Hold
Yeah,
on.
and I want to magnify what you're saying. We're reaching that point of year to where we're winding down, but a lot of us and most of us are probably spending time with our family and friends and making memories and sharing those special moments. Everybody out there have a great time, be safe, and love everybody. That's what we do.
absolutely.
I'm going to quote Olaf.
Okay.
Happy, merry, holly jolly season's greetings here.
Olaf the Snowman. There you go. You have
Yep.
it. You have it
Hey.
right there.
Very, very smart words. Very smart words. Love you guys. Love you guys.
All right.
All right. We're going to sign off to everybody out there. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. We had fun. I hope you guys had fun. And we'll see you next time. We'll see you one more time before the year's over, probably.
Yeah. We'll do that.
Yeah.